painters and decorators, or really trades in general, don't seem to get a lot of support running their businesses. And we're sort of left really to get on with it the best we can. So with that in mind, I started a Facebook group called Owning Your Own Decorating Business. Yeah, I know, it took me ages to think that one up. But back in July, we ran a little webinar answering a few questions a little bit more in depth. Rather than posts on Facebook, we actually selected 3 people to have a chat with live on a webinar. It was quite successful, so we've decided we're going to do it again on the 29th of September. We're going to be joined by John Mears and Pete Wilkinson. Pete Wilkinson has written 3 or 4 books now on the subject of painting and decorating. If you've not found them, not read them, the books are on Amazon. Check him out. Some real sensible and interesting and helpful advice. And also John Mears, who does weekly blogs, all decorating related. Quality information and really helpful. So check John's blogs out. I think it's at jmears.co.uk. So what we'd like you to do is pop your questions in the post that we've provided on our Facebook group, and we shall select 3 people to join us on the night to sort of talk over their problems or issues a little bit more deeply. Does that make sense? A little bit more deeply? More in depth. There you go. That's better. Anyway, that's enough of me talking. Here's a video of one of the questions we answered in the first webinar back in July.
It's all about pricing.
Yeah.
How to approach for a furniture respray pricing.
Yeah, I think a couple of things, Trev. I think you've got to look at basically what you want is you want to work out how much it costs. Let's say painting a chair. Let's use that as an example. To do a decent job painting a chair, you're looking at 2 or 3 hours a morning of your time, aren't you? Basically. So for that, I would want 100 quid plus materials. Let's say 20 quid, 120, and then you want to double it. So is the customer prepared to pay 240 quid to have that chair painted? My gut feeling's no. So I wouldn't go down that road. Can you see what I mean? I just wouldn't even start, because there's lots of other more lucrative markets. So to give you an example of a more lucrative market, so where my training academy is, downstairs, a joinery manufacturing company. It's multi-million. He's only a young lad that runs it. He's 30. And he struggles to get things sprayed. So they make stuff in downstairs and then they get it painted. So he might make a unit and it might cost, the customer's paying £4,000 for this unit. So they'll quite happily pay £400 or £500 to get it painted, because it's a £4,000 unit, you see. Yeah. And the joiners will quite happily pay me £400 or £500 to paint it, because they want it to look amazing. So and they've got like endless supply of work. So that is a good market. I mean, another one is your higher end, sort of like your bespoke kitchens, bespoke fitted units. So you'll get your wealthier customers, and they'll pay a joiner to come in and make some furniture in their house, and they'll spend silly money on these kinds of things. So they'll pay much more money to get you to spray it. So that that's a market where you can make the money. So I wouldn't try and make money out of something that you're never going to make. You know, you'll be marketing it to death, this chair painting stuff, and you're just never going to make the money that you want. So it'd be hard work. You know, you'd be setting yourself up for a lot of work for not a lot of money. Yeah. So I think the furniture painting market is definitely a market where there's work, without a doubt. I mean, I can tell you another little story. We have a local joinery manufacturer in Preston that make kitchens, and I wanted some free kitchen doors that I could use on my spraying courses. So I rang him up, this managing director, and he said, yeah, no problem, come down, we can sort you out with some kitchen doors. 2 pallets of kitchen doors he sent me, but that's another story. While I was there, he said, do you spray furniture? And I said, yeah. He said, I can give you as much work as you want. And I was like, I haven't got time to take on any work off you. I'm really sorry. And he said, I've only got 1 sprayer at the moment, and he's basically 6 weeks behind on the work that we're sending him. So like every time I touch one of these sort of companies that make furniture, they've asked me to spray without even me asking them. They've asked me. Right. So to me, I think there's a market there, Trev. I'd look at all your local joinery manufacturing companies, and there'll be a lot in your area, and I'd just approach one and just chat with them. Just say, hi, I'm Trev, I'm a sprayer, and I specialise in furniture. And just see what they say.